G'day everyone, welcome back to Matt's Knackers Yard. I'll be Nat. This will be my Knackers Yard. It's been a weird old week. Very weird old week. Let's do this under good, bad and ugly. I think is probably a nice way to break it down before we start playing with the bikes. The good. I've got some stuff. Timu-tastic. Check me out. Check this out. Oh fuck. I've knocked the bike over. Look at that. How cool. Yeah, I was cocking around shopping. Oh, I like this too. Look at that. It's not merch, I'm just decorating. Well, that's the good. The bad is probably what I've used as my thumbnail. Well, I think I'm going to call You Can't Park There, Nat. So on Wednesday morning on my commute, normal busy roads, big queue, big line of queuing traffic. I was filtering past. Some lady got bored filtering and decided to U-turn to go another direction and wipe me out. So Ivan is currently with the assurance assessors. If I can find, I've got them, I think they're on a different phone, but I'll drop in some pictures. Bike-wise, it is rear peg hanger, gear lever, and stator cover has like a 5p piece hole in it where it's been scraped off. I didn't really, I mean, I was filtering, I was doing 10 to 15 when I saw it. Obviously slowed down, I think I was doing somewhere between 5 and 10 when I actually hit, and I caught their front, well, it wasn't their wing, their bumper, and tore it off. Don't make Mercedes like they used to, apparently. It was really close to work, so I managed to get bend the gear lever back, get it into neutral, get it started, hoik it to the top of the hill that I was on, because there was no way I was going to push it up at that stage, and then freewheel it into work and park it up. On me, a little bit battered and bruised, didn't bang my head. I had a laptop in a bag on my back, that survived, so I couldn't have landed that heavily. My shin's a bit messed up. I went into hospital, into A&E for most of Friday, just to confirm that I hadn't broken anything in my foot or my ankle, and I haven't. It's just bruised and swollen, fucking painful actually. A little bit of sore neck, whiplashy type stuff, but yeah, I'm fine. All the gear all the time, definitely. Trash my jeans, but by trash my jeans, that wasn't road rash. That was when I took her front bumper off with it, with my leg and my rear hanger. But hey, all going through insurance. Bike's gone with the assessors. They've given me a Honda NC750 as a courtesy bike, I suppose, and we'll see what happens from that. But anyway, that's really frustrating. I really hope they don't write Ivan off. Because there's not even a mark on the bar weights, and I get the feeling he's had worse before, but we'll see. I don't think there's any frame damage or anything like that, but I'll find out relatively shortly. Yeah, that's the bad. I did the good. What was the ugly? Oh God. My American viewers, and I know I have a few, please be aware of how much Trump is damaging your country at the moment. His statements on NATO forces, and therefore also UK forces, and the fact that we wouldn't come to America's aid if Article 5 was invoked. The only time Article 5 had been invoked, it was by the US, and it was for Afghanistan. 457 UK service personnel died during that. Over 600 really badly injured physically, mentally many more than that. this country is just so angry. Cognizant there's not a great deal we can do about it, but we're not alone. Canadians are the same, Germans are the same, Danish, the whole Greenland piece. Denmark lost a higher proportion of its population in Afghanistan than any other country. You know what to do come November, there's midterms. You need to get rid of that guy before he destroys your country and takes everyone down with him. Right, enough of that. I don't do politics on this channel, but I had to say that because it's just, the anger is palpable in the nation. Right, back to fun stuff, because that's what you're here for. And carrying on with Nigel. So what were we doing? Brakes we were doing, or rear brake, in terms of the knackered piston. So what I'll do is I'll drop you into some footage I did last night prior to painting, when I just stripped it down. So I'll do that now, and then I'll jump you back into today. Right, so that's the caliper off then. I've effectively just topped up the reservoir and pumped it out. It's the easiest way, is a single pot. It's nice and simple. Definitely needed replacing. Look at that. I don't know how much of that dodgy edge I had against these seals, but that's, you know, bad and was only ever going to get worse. I might see if I can get the bung out of the end, but no. The actual caliper itself, I'm just going to give a really good scrub. The working surfaces, if you like, are fine. I'm going to give it a good scrub. I may even give it a dose of paint. Don't know, depends how it looks post scrubbing. Right, I'll get on with that, and I'll catch you later. So, checking out the caliper, I gave it a clean off and it was just looking ropey. I did have some caliper paint, I can't remember where I put it, it's around somewhere. So I've just gone over it. So I put the old piston back in and the outer seal, so that I didn't get any paint or anything in the actual working elements, and yeah, it's come up okay. I'm quite happy with that. I didn't have any silver, but that'll do. Oh, and the carrier itself as well. Looking at the pistons, although I did give you a quick look, it's pretty shagged, and it was at the point where I was starting to get, it's more on the dust seal to be fair, so it probably would have been okay rather than the functionary seal, but you know, I want to do this as properly as I can. Have a nice safe bike. So there's a replacement. I don't get the bung in the end. I did try and drill out the bottom of that and see if I can like knock it out, but no, that's I chucked it in my ultrasonic for a while, see if it'd loosen it up. Tried to hoik it out, tried to drill out the bottom and knock it out. It's not going anywhere, so it's going to go like that. As far as the kit itself is concerned, for interest more than anything else, because I'm not going to film fitting it, because darn this, and getting away, and I don't really have a bench because I've got an engine on it at the moment. Within the kit, we've got the bleed valves, 2 coppers for the banjo, the new rubber gaiters that go around the legs, and the 2 new seals. What it also comes with is the obligatory sticker, but it also comes with assembly grease, which bugs me because the only thing that should be on pistons is fluid. So what I'm going to do is lubricate it with brake fluid, get those piston rings in. I'll give it a quick douche out because it's been, you know, got dust while it's been drying. The book says the only place that these get greased is on the sliders themselves. So I'll put the grease on the sliders, but I'm certainly not going to put them on the piston. Right, I'm going to get you out of my way, finish my tea, put a bit of brake fluid on these, get them loaded up, and I'll get it onto the back. Okay, and there we go, all back together. I have got a new pin as well, so I'm going to get that on the bike. I do need to, where have I put the spring? I put the spring somewhere, the plate at the bottom. I'll dig that out and give that a clean, and we'll get it mounted. Okay, so there we go, nicely put back together, fresh pads, nice new pin, looking shiny. Right, I'm going to, within the kit was 2 new copper bolts for the banjo, so I'll do that and I'll get that on, and then we'll see how we go. Right, and there we go, job is a fish, looking nice and smart. It's all bled up nicely. Simplest thing in the world, a rear brake when it's a single pot. So it's literally sit next to it, 4 or 5 pumps, ease the pressure off, let the air escape close, pump, 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 ease off, let the air escape close. You'd only need to do that a couple of times, it's not that long a fall. And then when you start getting bubbled fluid out, just start slowing it down. You're just trying to get the air out, the last of the air out at that stage. Yeah, it took about 3 or 4 minutes, wasn't really worth filming. The fairing, now you'll remember that I had this sort of tape over the big hole that I had in the fairing. I had an idea of just trying to get some green tape, sticky back plastic. Now the problem is that Kawasaki has its own specific colour. Kawasaki green, I think it's 666, I can't remember. And plus this is 20+ year old faded plastic and paint, but it's not that far off. So I chucked that on as a guess. I used the backing from the carbon fibre tape that I had and chucked that on. It's not too bad, but that was just a bit of a bodge. So I think what I'm going to do is cut all of this shape out. I got like A5 sample sheets for like 99p each. It's awesome. So I'm going to cut that out and go around the green. I do have some white. I couldn't get the blue. I've got some black. So I think what I'm going to do is find some clear plastic, take the bung off, find some clear plastic, get that approximate shape in, go for the green on the top, and the black over the blue. I think I might have to carry it all the way round though, and then a chunk on that white, and see if I could just make it disappear a little bit more. Now to be fair, it's not a bad colour match. As soon as you move back it kind of disappears, but I do have a difference here to here. See, the plane makes that a different colour, so it's not so obvious. So I think if I go big, I've got just about enough to do it, and go for that complete shape, I should be okay. It's not completely flat underneath, but it's considerably better than was. Right, I'm going to see if I'm going to take that bung off, see if I can find some clear plastic from somewhere, like A4, like sleeves, paper sleeves, something like that. Stick it over the top, and do some tracing, some quality tracing. So by way of catch up, that's not looking too bad. So I put a bit more filler on, I've opened it up, so knowing that I'm now going to cover the white and this strap here, I've basically blanked it off, put another coat just to get rid of some of the weaves and waves. Still not perfect, but it's considerably better than it was. So at least it's now nice and flat, so the sticky is going on flat. Find a way of tucking those back, I think. I've cut out the white, just got to do the black. I'll probably drop you back in when I'm done and take a step back and have a look at it, but I'm actually reasonably happy with that. Well, wrong, I'm considerably happier than I was with the black tape, and I can't get a replacement. Right, let's get on with it. Oh, I'm happy with that. See, the closer you get, the worse it looks. Camera's quite forgiving too. That'll do. That is so much better than it was before. You can obviously tell, well, if you look closely, you can obviously tell there's something wrong, but I'm more than chuffed with that. That's better than the hole certainly was. Obviously, as and when I do sell it, I will be completely open that is covering a gash, but I think that looks fine. You're not going to notice that in a car next to it anyway, which is kind of where we are. While I'm at it, and this is a bit silly, and I don't think it's going to work, but I've got the little scuff on the top there. I just wonder if, excuse the bad camera work, cut a little bit out. I wonder if, I don't know, it's got to be worth a go, isn't it? I might fast forward you trying to get the back. I got better at it. Terrible at getting the backing off. Sticky normally. I've missed. Tit. You'd never know, would you? You'd never know. That's better than nothing. Yeah, the camera is really quite forgiving. I'm just chucking a tiny bit of heat on the top just to help it seal off a bit. Look at that, you'd never know. Just disappeared, isn't it? That's just an off colour. Right. I think I might push him out, give him a bloody good clean, maybe even a polish, and we'll see how we get on before I chuck a cover over him and put him away. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, so I'll wheel him back a bit, break out my jet wash. I might even fast forwardy film some polishing. It's got some filler dust, excuse me, filler dust on it from the cock around, which I just want to get rid of as much as anything else. I suppose I could just blow it off, but what I might do is try bits like have a bit of go at the exposed elements of the exhaust with a bit of polish, just see how we get on. I'm not taking, oh excuse me, just had me lunch, I'm not taking anything else off, but I'll just give them a bit of a clean up before I cover them up and put them away awaiting paperwork. Okay, so there we go, a little bit of polish on the tank more than anything else. I haven't bothered with the pipe. I might do before it goes on the market, but like I say, I've got to wait for paperwork first. Hopefully that won't fall over. Nice cold start. Now this should be the last you see of it, apart from an MOT ride once the stuff's in. I know I've said that before, but I really wasn't happy with the carbon I had around that crash bunk, and it's not perfect now, it's far from it, but that looks considerably better than it was before, and it's not a perfect fix either, but it will do close enough for government work. That's properly on the cook. Yeah, happy with that. Right, that'll do me for another one. I promise I will get to Darryl next. I do need to do some reading up first. More than anything else, I need to do some cleaning up because I've just completely and utterly covered my bench and my engine in crap. Cheers all, I'll catch you later on. Ta-ra.